Yeah, yeah, great. No, that exactly answered the question. Thank you. Um, so I'm just wondering on technology, you sort of mentioned that, there was the dough part that was automated, but you don't really, it's nice to have a human's touch in the stores. So we're not thinking the future of tech is necessarily depopulating the workplace, but I'm curious, what do you think the future of tech looks like for and pizza, and what do you hope that will mean for workers as well as the customers and the industry?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do, as I mentioned before, it's just stripping out, the job functions that don't require thinking, right, or critical thinking, and really automating that to a point where you can unlock, right, the best of what humans have to give. Right, there's one thing mopping a floor. There's another thing repurposing that labor, talking to customers in the dining room to make sure they're having a great experience. Right, and that's a good example of if there was something that could mop a floor. Right, I would love to repurpose and have a person that's not mopping a floor now being paid same labor dollars, right, to talk to our customers, to bus tables, to refill drinks and do all of sort of the soft touches that I think really differentiate, a fast casual or QSR or fast food concept, right, from its peer group, because so many don't do that. So it's not a race to the bottom around how do we strip the labor out. It's about repurposing labor to make a better experience. That's really what it comes down to. And I'm not a big believer also in this notion of commodity labor. I think businesses that have treated labor as a true commodity, candidly, given how wages are increasing, and this notion that it's you're going to be devalued, right? At the end of the day, you're going to be devalued because you're going to have staffing shortages. You're going to have a workforce that doesn't care. And ultimately, those workers are realizing, hey, if I want to go create this entity, right, that's and pizza employees, like we hold all the value. And so the employer no longer can look down at a workforce that's being paid less than what they're valued and say, this is the way of the world. Like that workforce is fighting back, right? Both in terms of unionization, they're also fighting back in terms of, I'm just not going to show up to work.